Hey, what is up, guys? Jay Dizzle here. Today we're talking about the top 5 handguns in Rainbow Six Siege. So for this list, I'm not including anything with optics, and I'm not including anything that is a machine pistol or a shotgun. So just handguns only. So jump right in. We're going to get into the honorable mention, which is the M45 MUSOC from the FBI SWAT. I chose this handgun because it is very well rounded. And while yes, it does have a small mag, that doesn't mean that it's not a good handgun. It just means they have to have better accuracy while using it. The reload time is very quick, and the iron sights lend themselves to be quite useful, even for medium-range encounters. And, one of the big things is Thermite and Ash are two of the most used ops in the game. Even going into the 4th year, they still are prevalent. You still cannot go in a match and not have to play against them or with them. And so next time y'all are on it, try putting M45 on. It's very strong and it's a lot of fun to use. But as much as I praise it, it still only has 8 rounds. And that's why it's outside the top 5. So coming in at the number 5 spot, this one actually may come as somewhat of a surprise, but we're going with the Desert Eagle. And even though this could be kind of like a wild card pick, put it in there because of its sheer fight-stopping capabilities at close range. The thing almost acts like a shotgun when you're in, around 10 yards. And so even though it only has 7+1, which is the same as the M45 MUSOC, it has 70 plus damage, which, it speaks for itself. And if you only have 8 rounds, those 8 rounds better do a whole lot, and the Desert Eagle does that. It's not great for super long range, but if you got a guy in a room and you just want to spam it, the Desert Eagle gets it done real quick. So moving to number 4, I know some of y'all are going to be thinking, what is it with these ridiculously low magazine capacities? And I'm not sure, but the PMM, there's something special about it. Whether it's its iron sights that are some of the best of any handgun because they're so small, they don't obstruct anything, or maybe it's the really quick handling characteristics coupled with a 60 plus damage bullet. All of these things kind of combine to make the best single enemy finisher in the game. That's what I think. Now, I say single enemy because it's only 9 rounds and 2 guys. Now it's pushing the limit. But as far as 1 guy goes, the PMM is super solid. So as we're cracking into the top 3, these are really where they start separating from everyone else. I have chosen the Q929 from Legion and Ying because it is 10+1, which is pretty respectable. That's really not bad. And when it does 60 plus damage a round, and you have 11 of them, we're talking serious firepower now. And besides the firepower, another big thing is the accuracy. This thing probably is the most accurate handgun in the game. Now, the trade-off with that is that it has a very slow fire rate and pretty slow reload mechanics. So you're kind of slower with the gun, but it makes up for it because it has a high damage output and because it's so accurate. It has virtually 0 recoil in any aspect. The iron sights are pretty clear, so getting this on target and having quality follow-up shots is super easy with this gun. Probably easier than 90% of handguns in the entire game. And coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Mark I from the JTF2. That's right. Frost & Buck's handgun is an absolute shredder. That thing, 13+1. I'm pretty sure I haven't tested it, but it has to have top 3 fastest fire rates, period, of all guns. I can't really think of any that rival it in speed. The GSH from the Spetsnaz comes to mind, but that thing's pretty terrible in most ways. But the Mark I, it has such good accuracy and fire rate, along with the really good iron sights, which don't get in the way. They're really small. Thankfully, it's available on 2 really strong ops, especially Frost, who everyone loves playing. So it's the only handgun available, so you have to play it. So you can't miss out on its greatness. And with this handgun, DPS over damage comes in because it's a moderately damaging gun, but you could fire it so fast, you can get those bullets on target quicker than other guns. Say like the Q929. If 2 people see each other at the same time and start shooting and don't miss their shots, assuming no headshots, my money's on the Mark I beating that. Even though it has a good amount less damage, it can fire so much faster. So with all that being said, the Mark 1 is really good, and I love using it. So here we are, finally, the number 1 handgun in Rainbow Six. The P226, baby. That's what I'm saying. This handgun is the best. It does everything so well. It has a great fire rate. It has a great magazine capacity. It has great damage. It is fast reloading. The iron sights are so easy and simple. And it's available with some of the best ops in the game. Thatcher, Sledge, Mute, and Smoke are just really, really good. There really is no negatives. Like, I've looked at these handguns in depth, and the P226 has no glaring flaws at all. Not even subtle flaws. The thing is a tank, and no one uses it because of the SMG-11. That story is so sad, it might deserve its own video at some point, but sticking with the P226, best handgun in the game, hands down. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the best handguns in Rainbow Six. Let me know what you think in the comments of what you believe is the best handgun in the game. If I left one out, let me know. I'm working on some production quirks, so this being my first video and all, I've spent some time trying to get to know some software and some techniques. If you guys got any suggestions, make sure to comment down below. You all know the deal. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. We're getting this thing off the ground. I look forward to seeing all you in the next video, but until then...